Welcome to a story where dreams come true. Talking about coming, we have our Jack protagonist waking up in a hotel room in the middle of the night, after what appears to be a productive workout session. Just then, the previous workout partner texts him. He receives a message from Zhao Jia, the girl who dumped him before freshman year. Our guy is confused. Why did she unblock him? Why is she talking to him like they are still dating? Is it that time of the month for her? Without panicking, he checks the calendar and realizes that he just went back in time. No headache, no panic attack. He calmly analyzes the situation, the perks of post-workout clarity. He still remembers the time this dump truck dumped him for a rich dude. If bro had locked in, he would have seen for the streets written all over her face. But there were two big reasons for him not to realize sooner. He actually wanted to stay with her forever, but now he knows that she was only after the red envelopes. Now that he knows that a car with many drivers is bound to malfunction, he sends a termination letter to her. Giving her another chance to cheat on him would be like buying a chair for himself to put in the corner of the room. A system window pops up. The host has activated the dreams come true system with his quick decisiveness. His last life was bland, but this time he's going to make sure to live fully and freely. Meet Zhang Chang, an 18-year-old guy. The height is 5 feet 11 inches in freedom units. The important thing to notice here is that Zhang would receive 0.1 yuan per second. That's 259k per month. A 100 times more income than those children in his country's factories. He then opens a gift pack and receives 10 million cash, SU7 Ultra. A credit card with a 1 million spending limit and a friendly scanner. The money is instantly transferred. To check the friendly scanner he turns to the lady and oh my she's pretty. Hi lol, this is Yu Zhao Zhao. She has 60 friendliness towards Zhang and 94 by 10 body as we can very clearly see. That privacy thing reveals the body count. Which means Zhang was the first beta tester of this visually appealing game. He remembers being stood up last night by Zhao, so he went to the bar to find comfort in booze. But he ended up finding comfort in boobs. She was way more depressed and drunk. It was no love at first sight kind of thing. Just a mutual understanding where both parties benefit. Just then the girl wakes up, and now that both have rested, they can start working out again. Wait a second, Fugue you mean sister? Zhao clarifies he's a curious man who can't help barging through the open door in front of him. As a result, Dreams Come True system rewards him with another speedy car for his speedy approach and a skill called Agile Tongue. Practice makes a man perfect, so he begins practicing the newly acquired skill on Zhao Zhao. This helps him quickly move on to the second trip of this newly opened dungeon. By the time Zhang wakes up the next morning, Zhao Kao is gone, but she left him payment for unlocking her smart pun. Zhang doesn't seem happy about this treatment, but 10k is 10k. He regrets not getting her contact information, but for now he focuses on this critical hit card that can return him 10 or 20 times the money he spends depending on his luck. The max multiple is 50. Zhao knows that before the invention of calculators we had Asians, so using his generational talent, he figures out that using credit cards would help him get more money first, which can be used to buy a super expensive car later and get more cash back. If it doesn't make sense then you're trying to make sense of the wrong kind of story bro. The strategy is to gather enough money to invest in the companies he knows are going to become rich soon. He won't have to work, plus the money would keep increasing. Just you wait, OpenAI, Zhang is coming. Firstly, he intends to use the property buying policy in Chengdu that has absolutely no limits, as long as the money is a loan from the banks of Big Yahoo. Just then, another gold digger appears. We get that she needs a ride, and not one in the car, however get off the car you bitch. What if you left a dent there? She tells him that there's a plumbing issue at her place, and she would appreciate Zhang providing her with a stiff pipe. Zhang can see that already 28 pipes have been consumed, yet the drainage issue persists. He refuses her, saying that 28 people in a room is too crowded for him to enter. She's obviously irritated, but at least Zhang dropped her off at the best place available for her, the streets. Just then an uncle approaches her, offering to fix the pipelines with 30 years of experience. The lady cringes and tells the unf to back off. He's confused, since he's a licensed professional, but another kind man approaches uncle and clears out the misunderstanding. He tells poor unf that she's in search of a newer model of pipeline, and certainly not one that belongs to someone with less hair than her body count. Zhang arrives at the biggest real estate office in the city, where the agents greet him. Zhao Dao is a beautiful newly hired agent, whereas Uncle Blazer is a veteran, slowly coming out of the closet with his flowery shirt. Seeing that it's just a young guy and not some rich pregnant uncle, he lets Zhao deal with Zhang. Like a diligent worker, Zhao walks Zhang inside and begins showing a few options. Mr. Flower on the other hand lights up a cigarette, betting all his experience that Zhang is just a window shopper. Zhao starts from the bottom, but Zhang tells her to skip the cheap options and show properties around 1 million. Zhao panics a bit and asks for area preferences. Zhang is looking for easy-to-rent houses, so that shortlists the options. He's happy that Zhao is inexperienced because that way she won't try to exploit him as most realtors do. He takes a quick scan and Zhao's inexperience is not just limited to real estate. Plus she's too young to be working here, so Zhao respects her for that and obviously realizes that he would be the one to exploit in the future. Zhao shows him all the best options between 300k and 1 million. Since Zhao can't go over 1 million with his credit cards, he looks at the ones closest to 1 million. Settling for 800k instead of 1 million would mean that even if he got a 10x cashback he would lose out on 2 million cashback. Therefore he chooses the properties a bit over 1 million and offers to buy 5 if they can negotiate to a complete 1 million for each property. Plus he'll pay the full amount right here right now and he'll require Zhang's services to manage rentals afterwards. Zhang is extremely happy, whereas Flower Uncle can't believe the error in his judgment. He feels disgraced. He has never faced such hard consequences of his actions since his last gay cruise. The manager with a white suit brings the forms and informs Zhang about their 2% commission. Zhang agrees to sign without reading anything as a symbol of trust in Zhai. She alone is gonna get around 50k for this deal. The system window pops up and reveals that Zhang got a 50 multiplier on 3 of those properties. By spending just 5 million he got 225 back. Also he now gets 0.8 yuan per second. At this point the author isn't even hiding his lazy fantasies. He thinks that Zhai is his lucky charm, so he asks her to listen to him for a second. The manager advises her to make Zhang their regular customer by offering the property that wasn't in those pictures. The 19-year-old house that no one has entered yet. It's not like Zhai is against it, but it's too soon for her. They should know each other better first. Turns out Zhang wasn't thinking about that. He's someone who just got rich. He doesn't know how the rich work. He's neither interested nor ready to work on the Zhang files yet. He asks for Zhai's bank account and transfers her 350k as a thank you for her services. He knows that having a good relationship with her would be beneficial in the future. Beneficial both financially and physically. The friendliness immediately jumps to 85. This is the power of money, you guys. She requests to let her treat him to dinner as a thanks to his generosity. Now she's not at all against the idea of moving too fast. She'll happily be his dinner tonight, if he asks. Now that he's done with everything here he drives away to look for more unclaimed territories. After a 20-minute drive, Zhang is back at home to meet with the producers of our Cornball MC. Thankfully he's not trying to use the friendly scanner on his mom or dad. His father asks him about the graduation trip that he was talking about last time. Wow, a graduation trip. The author should drop another 20 billion in Zhaozi's account for thinking about mental peace. Zhaozi reveals that he's going to Madu since he's planning to enroll in Madu University. His dad allows him and tells him that he'll transfer the trip money. Of course he didn't refuse because no sane person would believe that Zhang has been showered with money lately by the tricks our author didn't use since the Heian era. Mama brings up the marriage topic, whereas Zhang simply wants to enjoy this watermelon before the KFC people steal it from him. He's not the naive guy he used to be, so he's going to find a decent daughter-in-law for them. By booking the ticket at the last minute, Zhao had to settle for the economy class, where of course he ran into another baddie. The girl is seated in the middle while Zhao has the window seat. Unfortunately, the author himself is seated in the third seat. This creepy Discord moderator who looks like he has a room full of real-life anime girl pillows. This guy's face can instantly tenfold the sales of condoms. Zhao gives up his seat for the girl and sits in the middle. This guy who looks like he believes the earth is flat protests, but Zhao claims that they are together. The girl is heading there for work, whereas Zhao reveals that he's on vacation. This squeezed teabag jumps into the conversation again and reveals his name, Xianshun. He gives them friendly advice not to trust the hotels there. He doesn't have to worry about it because his daddy booked him a good hotel that sends a good car with a good driver to pick him up from the airport. He offers the girl to book a room for her at his hotel, but the girl ignores him like the terms and conditions page. Zhao reveals that the hotel he booked, Amini Angyun, offers the same service. Mr. Squished Lemon Face is astonished. His flabbers are gassed at hearing the hotel's name because of how expensive it is. He calms himself and tries to show off by saying that he stayed there too, but he doesn't remember the 9,000 per night room having airport pickup service. Jai Jag wouldn't know because he booked a courtyard villa that costs 80k per night. The girl is suddenly all ears. Let's hear a backstory of this girl. She's Zhouing, who went to the same school as Jia and was in the same class. She was famous because how often does a school have a student who is chauffeured in a Bentley? No one would dare to approach her because of that rich girl aura around her. She wasn't rude or anything, just a quiet kid who liked to stay alone. The kind of girl you would fall in love with and instantly reject yourself on her behalf. Just like Zhou, Zhao didn't pay much attention to her either because he was busy being a pet dog to Zhao Jai. Things men do just to get some. However, Zhao's family got into some mess in her second year. She started walking to school after that. She's not a rich kid anymore. Zhao feels bad about bringing up the sad topic, so he indulges her in school days gossip until her mood brightens again. The friendliness value has already hit 75. This is more than he expected, so the author pulls out that one-sided crush Zhao had on Li Jiang since the Heian era. They finally arrive in Modu, where Zhang meets Wang Yuyan, his private butler assigned to the courtyard villa. Zhang is happy to see the huge professionalism of a many young Yu. ADK doesn't feel too bad now. Zhang offers to drop Zhao off, but she's staying at a friend's house in Pudong, which happens to be in the opposite direction. She can get a taxi herself, so Zhang shouldn't worry. However, Zhang insists. Thinking that Zhang is trying to trick Zhao into getting her in bed, he wants to save Zhao from Zhang, so he gets to be the one to get her into bed. Bro, calm down. The only thing you're taking to bed is a large cucumber. Zhang then drops off Zhao after exchanging numbers. Zhao wants to treat him to dinner someday during his stay here as a thank you for today. Zhang agrees and drives off. Meanwhile, Mr. Papillon was following them, but at this point he realized that he had lost, just like his father realized on the day this crushed cigarette was born. Half an hour later, Zhang and Wang Yuyan arrive at the hotel, where Zhang realizes the worth of ADK. Wang Yuyan helps him as per the stated perks of this room, but Zhang's mind is clearly functioning as an 18-year-old boy should. At this point, we can't even blame him for folding. As the bath time is about to end, Wang Yuyan suggests visiting the VIP-only auction that's scheduled for tonight in this hotel. Since it's an internal affair, no dress code or anything is necessary. Except for the money, of course. She escorts him to the lobby, where the auction has already started. The next item on sale is this extremely expensive, one of the only 10 models produced of this Rolex watch. The bidding shall start at 15 million. Zhang couldn't care less about the watch, but he knows that this one will surpass a 25 million price tag in the future, so he ends up winning the bid at 18 million. Other rich folk are surprised, as he could have bought 2 Patek Philippe watches with this much money. Little do they know, our boy is going to outtard each of these rich fellas. To just then, Xinfun approaches Zhao. Xinfun is an extremely rich guy who has everything but a lighter. Bro, light that cig or put it back in the pack. The world already has enough performative Sigma skibbity smokers. He was the other one bidding for the watch, but he sensed that Zhao really must have liked it to bid 18 million for a watch, so he gave up. He asks if Zhao is a watch collector or something, but Zhao reveals that he's just trying something new. That's one way to show you're rich. Wang Zhang compliments Zhao's pants for keeping those massive balls inside. He wonders why they didn't see him here before, so Zhao reveals the university plan. Xinfun is impressed, so he invites Zhang to hang out with them sometime. Our boy is on level 7 now, so he's getting 1 yuan every second. That's over 900 million a year now, but this is still not enough for what he plans to do. Bro, what is it that you plan to do? You can even afford the World Cup final match ticket with all this money. Or maybe not, a certain orange fish might raise the prices again. Just then he runs into Zhao Zhao. Hi, LOL. Zhao thanks her for giving him the best deal this world could offer to a man. She thought he was some poor student, so she compensated him for the night shift he might have missed at Starbucks or something. She certainly wasn't expecting him to be a rich kid. He expresses his desire to be compensated again, asking if she can accompany him to his courtyard villa. Zhao Zhao had a good time as well, so she agrees, as long as the workout can be leveled up a bit. She's planning to train till failure tonight. Their healthy pre-workout warm-up is interrupted by Zhang Yu. He's Zhao Zhao's ex-fiancé /U00E9E, who cheated on her with her best friend. In life you will find people making the same mistakes you made. Sometimes they'll make mistakes you can't even comprehend. But never has there been a dumber son of a female dog to cheat on someone like Zhao Zhao. What more can a woman offer him? Would be a different scenario if Zhang Yu cheated on her with her best friend's husband. He certainly looks like someone who would intentionally go to prison so he can drop soap on the floor during shower time. He tells her to ignore the small stuff and look forward to their wedding. Zhao Zhao hates him at this point. He's the reason she was drunk that night and she refuses to suffer anymore. Zhao, who's calmly enjoying this soap opera, gets 2 choices presented to him. Either leave for a Kylian Mbappe outfit or slap the shit out of Zhang Yu twice to get 3 Bex enhancement to his physical attributes plus a bad luck card. This is hardly a choice. Even if the rewards were swapped, even if there were no rewards, even if he was penalized, he had already made up his mind the moment Zhang Yu appeared. A face so slappable presented in front of him. Losing this opportunity would be a bigger fumble than saying you are my family and right. Still, Zhang confirms whether the physical enhancements include Lil Zhang as well. It is confirmed that his entire body, including all 3 of his legs, would be enhanced. Of course, Zhang steps forward and beats the crap out of him. The friendliness of Zhang Yu drops from 70 to 10, but he couldn't care less. Zhao Zhao on the other hand is delighted to see the guy getting the perfect treatment. The incident involves 2 guys. One is a wealthy customer, while the other looks like a chewed gum. Of course they're going to help the wealthy one. Zhang Yu threatens to call security, but Zhao Zhao assures Zhang that she'll testify against Zhang Yu. Zhang is rich and he's not from the hood. The police are not a problem for him. While Princess Zhang is still requesting a man to defend his honor, a guy with a dagger breaks into the hotel. He's already slimed a guy and grabs Zhang next. Zhang is finally feeling what citizens of London feel every night. Another system window pops up. This time Zhang is offered the choice to either flee or stop the murderer. If he chooses the latter, he will get a skill called the milk squeezing technique. Yup, it is exactly what it sounds like. Zhao doesn't want to save Zhang Yu, but missing out on that legendary skill with Zhao Zhao by his side would be like buying a PS5 and refusing to get the best controller. He uses the multiplier card to buff his stats and charges straight at the attacker. A single punch decides the outcome. Zhao is impressed as she wasn't expecting the corny level to rise further. He's not just a rich guy, he's a total beast. She'll know more about the beast now that he's going to get that technique. Princess Zhang Yu realizes that maybe the chair in the corner of the room doesn't sound too bad. The entire lobby is praising Zhang. The police arrive and take the attacker in custody to send him back to London. They thank Zhang for using his plot armor to help them. Princess Zhang tries to man up again now that the police are here, but Zhao Zhao states that this femboy was trying to scam her into marriage. Her friendliness is at 90 now, so Zhang should just pack his bags at this point and look for a truck Kuan to crush him. Go start a new life in Ice-Sky as a demon lord's side check or a goblin's green stick or something. 1. He comforts Zhao Zhao in his arms, assuring her that he won't let that fly come near to his honey anymore. The police refuse to address the issue anymore, but this noisy trash bag isn't shutting up, so Zhang uses the bad luck card on him. Suddenly he gets a call from his bank that a scam happened and all his money has been transferred to India. The receptionist comes running, saying that a tree has fallen over Zhao's car. Zhao finally runs away. Zhao is the type of guy who brightens up every room he leaves, so the hotel is all happy now. Now it's time for the planned workout session. Again, fuck you mean big sis? They talk a bit while getting into their birthday suits. Zhao Zhao is relieved that she won't have to marry that guy anymore. After all, her grandfather engaged her to Zhang when he was on his deathbed. Thankfully, Unce's no more. We were right, Zhang Yu was actually hooking up with her male friend, not female. Zhang has his eyes set on both of the goals in front of him, so he comforts her. She asks if he would actually date her. The relationship hadn't moved to the emotional level yet, but now she's thinking about seriously going out with him. Zhao grabs the opportunities firmly and agrees. The next morning even the room cleaning ladies could tell that both Zhao Zhao and Zhao gave their all in the battle. The aftermath is clear from the battleground. Thankfully their husbands are no longer warriors like Zhao. Otherwise they might have to take a leave from work after every battle. Zhao Zhao and Zhao are sitting in a restaurant, replenishing the lost nutrients. Zhao sees a post of his friend showing off his birthday gift. Zhang decides to show off his birthday gift as well, so he asks Zhao Zhao for a few photos. He may not have a Benz or BMW, but the speed of this ride is faster and more comfortable. After Zhang uploads the pictures, all the rich guys hurry to the fire station to put out the fire that this post lit underneath there, but this should be a lesson to them that God favors those who have plot armor. Zhang arrives at the fair at the showroom to buy a little car for himself. This kind lady shows him the available options. In the showroom there are 2 other customers discussing something. Suwon is trying to convince Mr. More Belly Than Hair that he shouldn't ask her advice on the car he wants to buy. UND is simply trying to show off to first get into her good books before getting into her micro pants. He states that he'll be the one picking her up once the show starts filming, so she should have a say about the car she'll be picked up in. Suwon thinks that he should rather make her the female lead than be her driver. Unce is fully willing to fulfill her wish, as long as his wish is also fulfilled. Zhang knows the girl by face. Suwon will soon become one of the big shots in the entertainment industry. She got popular after a pool photoshoot. The more Suwon delays giving her opinion, the more hair this baldy keeps losing. He then gets rid of the ugly mask he was wearing, only to reveal an uglier personality behind it. He clearly states that if Suwon doesn't keep him company, the deal is off. No investment from him. Suwon does not doubt her skills, so she straight up denies giving company to someone who looks like he's one ejaculation away from death. The stage is set for our protagonist to make a grand entry. A special mission pops up for Zhang. He should help Suwon out of this trouble and make her sign a contract with him. He'll obviously get rewards other than Suwon's affection. At least the system is helping other girls as well and not just Zhang. For that Zhang needs to show her that he is wealthy enough to back any offers he makes. Making sure his voice reaches her ears, he asks the salesgirl for a LaFerrari. Turns out, La money is not the only thing needed for LaFerrari. He should own 5 models of their brand to be eligible. Even though she's a woman, she still uses her brain to figure out another way. A higher down payment can allow them to use the loopholes in their policy. Down payment is not an issue for Jia as he was already down to pay full price right here right now. The entire showroom is surprised. Uns is not liking this young boy with hair all over his head, ruining the stage he's set to convince Suwon. Even Suwon is impressed that the guy is simply asking for the most expensive car like it's nothing, unlike the fat pig in front of her. Not being able to see this unsexed face is the biggest win of the blind community. $20 to $50 million is pocket change for our Jia. The salesgirl brings out the manager, followed by the owner of this store who coincidentally happens to be around today. The owner is Chin Fun. After greeting each other, Jia shares that he doesn't want to rely on a taxi while he's here, so he thought of casually buying a car. Chin Fun is not a fan of this epitome of humble bragging. Chin Fun congratulates the manager as a big commission is coming their way. Why? Because they got lucky to land a customer who's wearing an 18 million yuan watch. Thanks to the watch they no longer need to verify if Zhang possesses the money he claims. While the manager and Zhang deal with the paperwork, Suwon can't help but find it weird to see such a young rich guy. Normally the rich ones spending this amount of money like to do bad things to people of Zhang's age. He must be worth over $100 million at this point. Xiao Huang has realized that he can't top the LaFerrari, so he should let us leave this place before his fragile Lego takes more damage. Xiao Huang refuses to go along for drinks since she has a meeting at the company later. Huang reminds her that she hasn't accomplished anything yet. She should stop pretending to be a noble and do what he says. He'll give her time to think. She should visit him in his room or be removed from the showbiz industry forever. Now that the fat baldy is out, Zhao approaches Suwon and apologizes for overhearing their conversation. He tells her not to worry as he is willing to invest in her. Now Suwon doesn't need to sleep with that pig corpse. Plus Zhao is clearly more financially capable. She immediately agrees. So after exchanging their phone numbers, Zhao proposes to meet up tomorrow. Since LaFerrari might take a year to deliver, Chunfun suggests checking out the luxury car show scheduled in a few days. He can get a car on the spot there. Later that day Zhang arrives at the Ren Hotel to meet up with the goddess, Hailal. Zhao shows him all the top dishes available in this buffet, but Zhang tells her that she's more delicious than anything else. For the millionth time, "Phew boy, you mean good brother," she politely asks for a bit more rest because the workout session last night already ruined her knees. Thankfully Zhao lets the relationship move forward, so she can address him as hubby, daddy, or darling. Anything but brother. Zhao asks her about Suwon, which worries Zhao a bit, but he assures her that he didn't fall for Suwon or anything. He asks about Suwon's potential as an actress, so Zhao reveals that if she lands a better company that actually invests in her, she has everything to make it big. Zhao is willing to help. Zhao first clarifies that Zhao is his #1 woman, and even if she wasn't, he would always treat her well. The difference between that gay fiancé and Zhao is that Zhao and Zhao haven't gone exclusive yet. Zhao states his intention of investing in her, even though they will have to pay Suwon's breach of contract fee. Zhao shouldn't worry about establishing the company, as Zhao would take care of all the finances. He'll then leave Zhao in charge of that company. He might even give her some shares of the company. Zhao knows that Suwon alone will become big enough to return a handsome profit. Zhao is not interested in shares or anything. She's just happy to become a company manager, compared to a department manager that she is right now. Plus the workout sessions are already a good compensation on top of a good salary. Zhao is the type of guy who knows how to take care of his baddies, so of course whatever the deal turns out to be, it will be in Zhao's favor. She's already grateful to him for saving her from that miserable life she was living. Just then Zhao receives a message from Suwon, asking for the time and location of their meetup tomorrow. Zhao gives a rich guy a smile, happy to see someone's eagerness. The next afternoon Zhang picks up Su Chuan and heads to the Luzhou Zui, where she has reserved a table for 2 at the Baiyue Hotel. Turns out, the drama she's cast in right now is a small-scale project. The budget is only 5 million, but she believes that the story is good enough to return much more than 5 million. She offers to show him the script, but he refuses. He'll trust in Soo-won's judgment and invest. He even extends his phone if Soo-won wants him to invest first before they entertain further talks. However, Soo-won is more surprised at him agreeing to invest so readily despite only meeting her for the second time. She has never seen an investor like him before. Jung finally reveals the condition for this deal. He wants Soo-won to work as an artist at his company. He'll take care of the contract breaching fee and everything. Now Soo-won should be getting suspicious of his motives, but being a good-looking guy has its own perks. She thinks about how she can land bigger investments in the future as well, if she works for Jang. Plus, Jung is a young and handsome boy, so letting him play with her cat wouldn't be as bad as dealing with that disgusting triple-chin chimpanzee. She then reminds herself to lock in and forget the indecent thoughts. The company is yet to be made public, but if Soo-won agrees, they will do it right away. He knows that Tiansheng Entertainment doesn't value her, but at his company, they will completely focus on her for the next 2 or 3 years. That should be enough time to enter her in the big leagues. The friendship value is still at 50. Despite that, she asks if Zhang has any other special conditions that she should know about. Well, it's not like Zhang has zero thoughts about that stuff. However, he's one of the patient ones. He knows that the system is already handing everything to him on a plate, so why hurry? He explicitly states that he won't ask her to have shameful contact with anyone, including himself, for work-related benefits. Soo-won's friendship value rises to 60 as she wasn't expecting someone of this age to not use his position for benefits. She agrees and begins referring to him as boss, but Zhang tells her to be casual and call her a friend. She inquires about his age, and the answer only increases her admiration for Zhang. She requests to be the one paying for this meal as a thank you. If not with her body, at least Zhang should let her pay with money. Now that the task is fulfilled, all of Zhang's funds will be channeled through Hunching Investment Company. It is assumed that he bought shares of that company earlier sometime. Along with the plot armor, he now has the legality armor as well. He decides to inform his parents so they can slowly begin digesting the fact that their son is rich now. This company will return him 600k every month, so the parents are extremely happy for him. The dad low-key wants those trip funds back, but he knows he won't get them. He advises Zhang not to get carried away, as this is just the beginning of his career. Zhang then asks Soo-won to accompany her boss daddy to the mall so they can buy gifts for his parents. They arrive at the Patek Philippe store, where the cheapest option starts from 200k, so obviously Soo-won is flustered. She runs into a senior actress and her ex-coworker Lin-ru. Lin-ru is accompanied by her sugar daddy. Soo-won hasn't quit the company officially yet, so she refers to Zhang as a friend. Lin-ru doesn't expect Zhang to actually have the money to buy anything. Her sugar daddy, on the other hand, is showing interest in Zhang. Lin-ru has a friendliness of 20 and a body count of 78 at the age of 27. Imagine having 78 controllers connected to one PS. One asks about Soo-won, so Miss Trainwreck refers to her as a small maid from her previous drama. One still gives his number to Soo-won in hopes of giving some roll to get some back. Miss Yu's car is irritated and jealous to the point where the jealousy bar is almost as high as her body count. They start checking out the watches. The first one the salesman presents is this 380k watch for women. He's not that rich in his parents' eyes yet, so he wonders if this would be the right choice. He still asks for watches over 500k. Miss Shared Property takes an emotional hit as she had to let Uncle Wang into her forbidden forest many times, just to get that 380k watch. To our case, Soo-won is low-key enjoying this new side of Miss Arrogant free trial. The system seems too thirsty to see Soo-won in Zhang's bed as it pops up with another assist. Zhang should buy her a watch. However, she refuses to accept the watch as a gift, because she intends to buy one with her own hard-earned money. Miss Multiplayer Mode still thinks that these two are window shopping. The shopkeeper brings a few good options. The one Zhang likes is a bit loose, so Soo-won tightens it. Zhang expresses his preference for the tighter the better. He knows what he's doing. His sneaky attacks are working as Soo-won's friendship value rises to 70. This increase just gave bro a green signal to slip in a few more attacks every now and then. He buys 2 of the same watches worth over $1 million. Even Mr. Number 78, Uncle Wang, is shocked. Next up is a watch for his mom, so he asks Soo-won for assistance. Soo-won picks a really pretty but slightly expensive one, costing 850k. Zhang asks Soo-won to wear it so he can see how it looks on her wrist. He then buys this and another watch as well, telling Soo-won to keep this one on her wrist. She tries to refuse, but our boy has already paid for it. His mom is already in her 40s, so this may not look very good on her. He finally convinces Soo-won to accept his gift, and the friendliness rises to 75. The total bill came out to be just under 4.5 million. They even got a complimentary gift. At this point, Miss Season Pass has gone crazy with frustration. Wang's plan to buy her a watch and treat her to a candlelight dinner so he can light his candle later that night is ruined. As a result, they decide to leave without buying anything today. Zheng on the other hand gets a 3 buys cashback reward and gains 13.1 million after spending 4.5 million. He gained 4 watches and lots of friendly points for almost 9 million profit. Makes sense, he's not a greedy guy, so he brings Su-won to another store and buys her an expensive handbag. At this point she can't even hold back if Zheng tries to make a move. In fact, she offers him a drink as they are heading to her apartment. Zheng reveals that he doesn't drink, otherwise ladies will try to take advantage of him, and then claim that by showing veiny arms and a sharp jawline, he was asking for it. It's not easy to survive as a man in a world filled with dangerous women. He then drops her off and actually leaves. Her friendliness rises to 80 as she still thought that he's only saying all that to get to her good side. To ultimately pop some cherry tonight. Now she's sure that he's a really good man. Meanwhile, Zhang is already happy enough with the fact that soon he's going to raise more friendliness, followed by raising some legs. He arrives back at the courtyard villa and decides to swim first before taking a bath. Manager Wang is low-key surprised. She's fully aware of the devastatingly high price of this room, so she wasn't expecting Zhang to stay for the entire week. No one has been able to afford the room for this long, with the sole exception of Satoru Gojo, of course. Zhang then asks about the luxurious dinner options. Manager Wang reveals that they offer Italian, Japanese, French, and Chinese cuisine. The yellow croaker from the Italian restaurant is their specialty. Zhang knows that yellow croaker costs millions, whereas Alba white truffles cost hundreds of dollars per gram. He only wants to use the food rebate card, so it's kinda like an investment. He then asks Manager Wang for a massage, expecting it to be a normal one, but gets treated with an oily Nuru massage. It was unexpected, but don't worry, we won't see him complaining. The massage is over, so Manager Wang takes her leave. She'll pick him up tomorrow for the auto show. Well, the next day Zheng arrives at the auto show that is filled with cars and baddies. Shenfun couldn't make it due to some urgent business. Poor guy has to actually work to earn money, unlike someone who slept with the author to get billions without doing anything. Zheng has finally entered the rich class, where he can wear bizarre clothes and call it fashion. Why is the tie so small, and what's the point if you're gonna wear it like a bitch collar? The new cars are good, but the ones he saw so far are bland. The most expensive one was only 2.2 million, so Zheng could hardly consider it a car. Just call it a modern donkey cart at this price point. Just then, he comes across a few of his classmates. They are gathered around a beautiful car. Turns out, the shape and headlights they were admiring do not belong to the car but to the lady in front. Zhouing is working as a car model tonight. If you forgot, she's the one from the plane, the rich classmate who went poor. Just as Zhang gets a closer look at Zhouing, he instantly realizes what the fuss is about. They are all mesmerized. It's like they finally found the one piece. Of course, there's gonna be a guy here waiting desperately for our protagonist to come and humble him. He asks Zhouing when she'll get off from work, but this girl in pink interrupts him, saying that she's a busy girl. She already rejected their invitation to this graduation trip, so better not bother her. Seeing how Zhouing is getting uncomfortable, Zheng steps up and greets everyone. They were just together till the graduation, but somehow, he feels different now. Partly because this is his second attempt at life, and partly because he can buy them all right now and put them in his cotton fields. This blue shirt guy desperately craving for Zhou Ying's attention is the one who organized this trip and deliberately left out Zhang. The girls wonder if Zhang had some surgery or something since he looks the same yet so different right now. Mr. Green Umbrella Head claims that Zhang still has nothing on him since he's still the world's most handsome mushroom. Zhang wonders if they are here to buy a car, but Yui reveals that they can't afford it and only stop to check out Zhouing. She's clearly looking down on her for doing a low-paying job, but the blue shirt guy defends Zhouing, saying that her life, her choice. Too bold of Jiwei to degrade Zhouing for being a car model when her own body count is more than the number of students in their class. Zheng wonders why Jiwei's friendliness is at 90. He's barely friends with her, yet she wants him to be her one and only number 31. Yui on the other hand has 75 friendliness and just 2 body count. This 75 is also unexpected though. Mushroom guy indulges Zheng in small talk, but bro only sees his goals. He doesn't believe in failure. He greets Yui Ying and asks this blue shirt loser whether he's going to buy the car behind the goddess or not. Blue shirt guy becomes a car freak all of a sudden and starts reading the manual of this extremely expensive car. Zheng claps for their class president to know so much about Ferrera. Apparently the car is around 8 million. Zhang then teases him for knowing so much yet having no intention to buy the car. Zhou is already embarrassed, so she asks them to shoo away from here now. Blue shirt guy doesn't want to lose face because of Zhang, so he brings out that one fact about him that can get him any girl in this world. A fact that is the ultimate cheat code to make women fall in love with him. The move that alone can make women pregnant. The unbeatable nerd card. He talks about the massive 625 points he scored on the college entrance exam and how his parents want to gift him a car for his hard work. He would gladly buy one if Zhou showed him a few options. Dumoshi tells this nerdy all-loser to go over to the sales assistant. He doesn't back down, so Zhang reminds him to at least work on his riz before trying to bag a goddess. He tries to embarrass Zhang by telling him to buy it if he's not all bark and no bite. Zhang agrees. As long as he gets the car model with that car, Zhou laughs, which further agitates the Lujiazhi class president. Just then, the manager hears the noise and scolds Zhou for neglecting her work and chatting with some random dudes. Zhang again teases Shudong for ruining the situation. He then steps forward, claiming that the car is too average for his taste, but with this model beside it, it looks classy. He tells the manager that he would very much like to buy the car and would be happy if the car model comes with the package. Normally, the manager wouldn't entertain such jokes, but seeing the expensive watch on Zhang's wrist, he politely responds that he will get a car film. Though Zhang takes out his credit card and states that he will be paying in full. His friends are shocked. They weren't expecting a plot twist almost as big as I'm the Armored Titan, and Bluetooth is the Colossal Titan. Shudong tells him to stop messing around. He's causing trouble for Zhou, but Zhang clarifies that he's actually helping her. The manager confirms that the commission of this sale would definitely go to Zhou. The friendship value increases to 80. Zhang is still trying to get the model and the deal as well. Shudong thinks of a plan. The plan is as plain as his personality, so let's skip it. Well, the car is ready to drive, so the manager completes the paperwork and heads off for other arrangements, while asking Zhou to treat their customer well in the meantime. Blue shirt is finally realizing that Zhang did actually buy the car. He wasn't just fooling around. Mushroom Head wasn't expecting Zhang to be a rich guy, especially since Zhang would never lend him money. Suchao's friendliness has gone to 95, so at this point she might even bend over right here. Yui reminds her that Ferrara only has 2 seats. Zhang bought this car for Zhou. She can understand the rest. Suchao wants Zhou to go do her job and leave her to be the passenger princess of Zhang. At this point Zhang is less concerned and more impressed with the wholeness of this girl. He never knew there were levels to this Shiri. Zhang still thinks that the car is looking lame now that Zhou isn't standing beside it. Jiua realizes that Zhang is out of his league, so she tries to ruin his moment with Zhou by bringing up his breakup with Zhou Zhai. Zhou never knew they had broken up, so that only makes things better. Plus he clarifies that his breakup has nothing to do with this situation, especially with Zhou, since any man would be lucky to be with a goddess like her. Mushroom Head notices the expensive watch, so Zhang simply covers up by saying that the car and this watch are gifts from his parents. Shudong thinks that Zhang is only pretending to be rich, but he can't prove it. Shujia asks Zhang to join them for dinner with the intention of heading somewhere else alone, just the two of them. He claims that he has an appointment later today, so he'll contact her some other day. The classmates leave and Zhang tells Do that he'll look around a bit more so she can continue her work. Just then this salesgirl approaches Zhang and tries to sell this red car. He doesn't care about the features, but he can totally see himself making out with Shou in this car, so yeah, pack it up lady. The car costs 9.5 million, so Zhang gives her the card and lets her handle everything else. He won't be needing it right away. He tells the salesgirl that it's a gift, and he will share the recipient's address later. Meanwhile, this pretty girl is recording the car that Zhang bought for her stream audience. She knows a lot about cars, so she is sharing it on her stream. Unfortunately, the management doesn't like streamers and reporters who are here just to record. If she can afford one of these, she can record all she wants but not otherwise. Even the audience feels bad for her. She was just imparting wisdom while making sure the audience could see all the good bits. Zhao Yong is bamboozled. She just saw Zhang spend 20 million in less than 30 minutes. Even in her rich days, they weren't rich enough to be spending 20 million in 20 minutes. After 2 hours, the paperwork is complete. The red car is on its way to Shou, whereas the Ferrara is ready for him. There's still the license plate issue because Zhang isn't a local in Shanghai. Worry not bro, here comes the license generating skill that the system has never used since the Heian era. Not just any plate though, he gets one with his initials and one of the most expensive numbers. The manager is wondering just how rich this dog collar guy is. Zhang pretends that he booked the number in advance. Seeing the way the license guy treated Zhang, The manager wonders if Zhang is the offspring of the richest man or something. He then meets up with Joing. She suggests heading for dinner right now, so Zhang obviously agrees. Just then, his phone rings and this mushroom head begs Zhang to come save him before he jumps into the Huangpu River and deletes himself. He claims that he's heartbroken right now. So is everyone bro? April just went by and we all had to remember Carrie again. Man up. Surprisingly, Zhang prioritizes saving the life of his friend instead of having dinner with this goddess. Bro, there are enough mushrooms in the world. One less wouldn't make any difference. You should carry on. Jia Yui could tell Mushroom Head wanted to plant some mushrooms in Shuya. They reschedule the dinner date as Zhang arrives at this bar. Turns out, Shuya was treating him like a dog and he would still gladly bark whenever she ordered. Despite all that effort, he saw her following Su Dong in the bathroom. Upon closer inspection, he saw things he shouldn't have seen. Therefore, he's heartbroken right now. Zhang reminds her that they weren't dating each other, so Shuya didn't cheat on him or anything. Still, he advises him to stop chasing Shuya. He deserves better than being someone's number 32. Zhang tells him as politely as he could that the girl he loves belongs to the streets. Mushroom Head keeps chugging down beers, hoping that while all this beer leaves his body, the feelings for Shuya leave too. After some time, Zhang calls a taxi for him and Mushroom Head leaves. He then calls for a designated driver to drive him off. A drunk girl appears claiming that the car belongs to his boyfriend. This is Chenli, who is steadily heading towards a century in her privacy score. She looks at Zhang and apologizes for the misunderstanding, saying that he looks a lot like her BF. Zhang tells her that she doesn't look anything like his GF, so she better leave him alone. She starts flirting with him and offers her willingness to play a bit with him. Aegon is obviously not going to let someone with a body count greater than the number of people he met in his entire life smash. Just then, the designated driver finally arrives. It's the same streamer girl who was asked to leave the auto show. Her name is Qiao Yingying. Zheng turns her camera away first and asks whether she's a streamer or a designated driver. Turns out, her main job is an outdoor anchor, but this driver thing is a side gig to earn. She asks if she could take a picture of his car and keep recording while driving. Zheng tells her to do whatever she wants since he couldn't care less. She begins sharing her knowledge about the car with her viewers while showing the best features of the car and herself simultaneously. This rundown car tries to offer her services, but Zhang tells her to shoo away now. Zhang has driven sports cars before because she used to be a car blogger. Ying's friendliness is still at 50 with a 0 privacy score. Zhang notices the name of her stream and decides to check it out. Turns out, her donations are way too low. The top donor only gave 300 yuan. He feels sad for her after figuring out that her daily income is just around 60 yuan, despite having over 10k viewers. No wonder she had to pick up a side gig. She reveals that she doesn't have any specific talent or the ability to suck up to the top donors. She wonders how Zhang walked freely into the auto show, so he guesses that they might have seen him at the Ferrari dealership. She then speeds up and drops Zhang along with the car at a Manhwa. He praises her driving skills, and she asks about her preference in a live stream. Being an 18-year-old guy, of course, his answer is beautiful women. She wonders if Zhang would drop by her stream sometime, but he tells her that he's just a freeloader, someone who watch but not donate. Zhang could see how hard Yui is trying to get some raunchy topic for her stream as a publicity stunt. She wants to freeload off him, so Zhang entertains the idea for a bit, making her realize the weight of her own words. It would be different if she were someone like that Chinli or Ziyue, but car rides are the only rides she has ever experienced, so she herself can't back the statements she's making. They stay after a bit of teasing. Zhang ends the fun and says goodbye to her. Yui takes a hit to her confidence. Is she really that unattractive that Zhang wouldn't even add her on WeChat? Despite that, her friendliness still increased, and Zhang just witnessed how ladies can be dishonest, even with themselves. Just then, Zhang receives a message from Wang Zhang, asking if they can have dinner together at Amanyanjian tonight. Since he plans to attend university here, having social relations beforehand would be beneficial. He asks the manager to prepare a dinner for 5 with the most expensive ingredients available. He's also trying his best to maintain a nonchalant stance, so he doesn't look like an uncool country bumpkin. Half an hour later, the guests arrive and are shocked to see the food worth 3 million in front of them. They are honored, of course, but still shocked. He could have bought a mansion with this much money. After the dinner, the guests suggested a drinking party, but Brawl already drank enough with that mushroom head, so he apologized and promised to join them tomorrow night. After the guests leave, Zhang pays the bill of 2.98, and using that food rebate card, he earns 149 million back. This meal was totally worth it for him. To all the other authors who try to make sense of their protagonists slowly getting stronger and richer, we are sorry for this lazy guy. At this point, it was more surprising that he didn't get the 20 million he spent on cars backflutes up. Manager Wang leaves the room to let Zhang rest, even though she's the one with the perfect pair of pillows to rest on. Back in his room, Zhang checks out the stream of Yueyun. At 94-point attractiveness is clearly not an exaggeration. Zhang hasn't deposited anything in this account, so of course, the system deposits 3 million shark fin coins to his account. His account has suddenly risen to level 65. Zhang sets the name of his account to Dinghai Shenzhen and joins the stream. He makes his presence known, so Yui immediately greets him, because he's the first level 65 account to land on her stream. She has a guild PK mission today. Round 1 is against Huangling with 70 body count and 70 kilograms of makeup on her face, combined with 70 beauty filters she's using. Yueyun is pretty enough to wipe the floor with Huang, but the skill gap is just too much. Yueyun hasn't won a single round in her streaming career. She's basically a free win for the other streamers. This time, she must win 2 rounds or she won't be able to afford rent. Just as the round is about to begin, a new quest appears. Zhang should help Yueyun win the tournament. As a reward, he can get up to 50x cashback. Not even surprising anymore. Zhang didn't think too much about her, but now that he's about to become his #1 donor, he wonders what else he'll be able to donate in her. Exactly what a trash bag should think about. The stream begins with Yueyun looking obviously irritated with all the freeloaders on her stream. She tries to guilt-talk Zhang into donating more, but only ends up making the freeloaders angry. It's always the poor and tightwads who get offended easily. Yueyun tries to win them back by apologizing. Zhang makes the first move of dropping 5 weak chickens. Yueyun thanks him, but deep down, she wonders how big a loser this guy has to be to donate 1 yuan while being a level 65 account holder. She wonders if her appearance is that bad or something. Yueyun stands on 20 points while her opponent is on 300. Zhang then asks Yueyun if she will be his designated driver tomorrow, since she was streaming as a driver earlier today, if he makes her win. Yueyun agrees, so this thirsty dude drops 3 of the most expensive super rockets at once. Each rocket is 2,000 points. All of a sudden Yueyun is 20 times ahead of her competitor. 6,200 to 300 score. Not even Oklahoma got swept like this by the Memphis Grizzlies in 2021. Huangling's ugliness is finally showing up. Well guys, that's the end of the video. If you like this video, comment part 2 in the comments section. Also subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell and like the video. Thank you for watching and see you next time again.